I see these talks as meditations. I don't really see it as me giving information, although I am giving information. But the information that I give is widely available on the internet, and a lot of non-duality teachers speak about it, and maybe are even more eloquent than I am, and find better ways of describing it or putting it in context. What I see happening here is a meditation that I'm inviting you into stillness. That's originally what Satsang means, is an invitation into truth, and truth to me is stillness. Yeah. So, and this isn't therapy. A lot of people get that a bit muddled and think that this is therapy. And it's not. Yeah. Obviously, there's working on the person, and there's a talking about the person. Yeah, there is stuff that will be therapeutic, but it's not therapy. And I think it's important to distinguish that, so you can really see the objective of what satsang is, or meeting in truth is. It's an invitation to stillness and to silence. And sometimes people mix the two together, and I'm not judging or saying that's wrong, but just particularly here, and I mix the two together, sorry. But just to be clear that I see these talks, with my intention as an invitation to silence. I don't see them as me doing therapy or imparting information that you've not known before, although I'm sure that happens. So my suggestion, even though my teacher would say there can never be prescription, there can only be a description of something that may or may not happen. My suggestion would be to try to listen to me, not from the mind, but from a deeper place. And that might be really confusing, and hopefully the talks can enlighten you on what that means and help guide you to that place. And it's not a mental place. Some people might say it's like from the heart, and sort of, but I would just go that it's a bit further than the heart. So just encourage to go even further than that. Yeah. So that is the disclaimer before the talk. And then the next disclaimer is that non-duality is a really radical subject that Westerners really aren't inclined to and aren't brought up with this idea. Where in the East, the idea that God is all, God is everything, is just the norm. It's the way they see life, or they might not see life that way, but it's what they're brought up with. So like we're brought up with the idea that God is somebody that lives up on a cloud. That's what I used to think. And looks down on us and judges us for good or bad. And also guides us and helps us and has this way of living. In the East, it tends to be the opposite, that God is the creator of all things and God is you. It's such a different mentality. And in the West, try to look at it through logic and science and understanding. And that's okay, but it has to go deeper than that. It has to go to There's something else. Yeah. So when Westerners hear this subject, they get it all confuddled and muddled because it's such an alien concept that God is all. God is up there and judging me, or he doesn't exist, and all there is science and facts.